What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from Scalar Learning. And today we are doing a little extra live stream because I didn't quite finish the Solving Systems of Linear Inequalities Word Problems Level 3 yesterday during the normal stream. So we're going to knock out that stream today. Let me make sure we are going live right now. All right, here we go. All right, cool. So we are rolling. And let me just make sure the audio is good to go. Yeah, all right, sweet. All right, let's do it. Let me just change these. Okay, and where we left off was, I think we had gotten one question wrong as I was knocking this out. So let's just jump right back into it. Question number 2. So question number 3, now we can take my time. Got some, and as always, I'm doing these problems for the first time. That's part of the fun. I want you to see the actual problem solving process live. And sometimes I do make mistakes, as I did on that last one. Kind of rushed it yesterday as I was on my way out the door, but let's now take good time and really focus in on what we got today. Here we go. Business analyst is deciding the amount of time allotted to each employee for meetings and trainings. He wants the sum of meeting and training time to be no more than 16 hours per month. So the sum of the meeting and training time to be no more than 16 hours per month. Also, there should be at least one training hour for every 2 meeting hours. So there should be more. So if we've got, I'm kind of writing it out like this, and I'll explain why in a second. So there should be, for every time we have 2 of these, there should be at least 1 of these, right? So we can say, right, if there's 2 meeting, there should be at least 1 hour. 4 meeting hours, there should be at least 2 hours, and that's what it's saying. At least 1 training hour for every 2 meeting hours. Finally, there should be at least 2 meeting hours per month. 2 meetings hours per month. Okay. What is the difference between the maximum and minimum number of monthly training hours? So we can let's talk about the minimum. Minimum is all derived on this guy. All right, we need 2 meeting hours per month. If I have 2 meeting hours per month and I have 1 training, that means I have to have at least 1 training hour per month, which means I have 2 meeting hours plus 1 training hour equals 3. So that's my minimum. Boom. Now what's my maximum? My maximum, I guess, is going to be 16 because it says that's the max, 16 hours per month, right? So we would have, but let's see if that's doable. That would be when this guy is 8, 12, 10, and 5. Oh, no, yeah, we could definitely have 16 because we could have 10 meeting hours and 6 training hours, and that would be 16. So the max would be 16, and the min would be 3, so that'd be 13. I think that's it. I think we hit all the conditions. So the difference should be 13. Hopefully, let's see if that's right. I didn't go too fast. Yeah, all right, good. Good to go. Yeah, these are interesting problems. I've never seen a problem exactly like this on an actual SAT that I've taken, but sometimes I've noticed that a lot of these problems in these Khan Academy questions, the extra practice problems, are a lot harder, I think, than the actual SAT problems. So just take these with a grain of salt. Supply and demand curves for product are given by functions S and D, respectively. Cool. For a given number of units Q, S is the minimum price, okay, that the supplier should accept. D is the maximum price where consumers will purchase that number of units. This is actually an economics concept. You don't need to know that to solve this, I assume. For the above equations, which of the following combinations of price and quantity fall between the maximum consumer price and the minimum supplier price? All right, this is just plug and chug. So what we can do is I'm going to plug in. So they're saying Q, 500 units, that's Q. So when we're talking about this, we'll get the max price, sorry, for a number of S. So S is min, by the way, and D is max. So if we got 500 units for Q, Okay. I'm going to just plug and chug 500 times. We can use a calculator here. 500 times 0.04 is 200 is 20. I think it's 20. So it's S equals 45 plus 20, which is 65. Okay. So 105 is definitely above that min. And then this guy here, I'm going to have to plug it in here. 500, I'm going to use a calculator. 500 times 0.003 equals, and 110 minus that, that is 108.5. Actually, this one works because that's a max. So this is below the max and above the min. I think that's it. Let's just try a couple of these other ones. I already know this is off. Because check this out. If I plug it in here, it's 45 plus 0.04 times. No, maybe it's not. Hold on. Yeah, 85. So this is supposed to be the minimum. This is below the minimum. So B is out. 1500. Let's try that. 45 plus 0.04 times 1500. 105 and 110. So it's above the minimum. It's probably off for that one. Yeah, it's above 110. The max this can be is 110. So, oh wait, no, hold on. 1500. Wait a minute. 105. So it's above the min, right? 110 is above 105. Okay. And then if we do that one is 110 minus, oh yeah, of course, this is too small, times 0.003 is, yeah, it's 105.5. So 110 is above that max, so that's out. And then really I don't have to do this because I'm pretty sure A is it, but I'm just double checking. And then this will be way too much of a problem, right? Like 2450. Okay. 45 plus 2450 times 0.04. 143. So look, I mean, this is way below that price. So those are all problematic. So A has got to be it. Cool. Next. Last question. Looks like another supply and demand curve issue thingy. Cups of frosting, cups of batter. Okay, a bakery needs to make cakes for Mother's Day and must prepare storing ingredients. Each cake is made from 4 cups of batter and 7.5 cups of frosting. The bakery has storage for up to 150 cups. The two equations related to these constraints are graphed at left. If the bakery wants no batter left over, which of the following could be the volume of batter and frosting that they store? All right. Now, clearly, we're going to go for the intersection, right? That's where it's like perfectly matched up, where we're going to have the right amount of batter and the right amount of whatever, frosting. So this is our point. It looks like it goes up by 10, so 60, 70, 80. So we're talking about 80 cups of batter. And we're talking about 70, 10, 20, right? 70 cups of frosting. And that's 150 the batter and frosting. So 80, whoa. The answer that I just chose was not there. Oh, I got you. No, I'm sorry. That's one possible combination, 80 and 70. That's not the only possible combination. So we just need a ratio like this. Each cake is made of 4 cups of batter. So we have a 4 to 7 halves, which we'll call it an 8 to 7. 8 to 7 ratio. All right. which is why the 80 to 70 works. But which else of these are an 8 to 7 ratio? 8 to 7, no. 8 times, that would be 10.5, nope. 8 times, hold on, that'd be times 10, no. 8 times 7, that would be 10.5, no. Wait a minute. Please don't make any sense. The bakery wants no batter left over. Oh, wants no batter left over. There could be frosting left over. All right, now I get it. So it's got to be less than that 8 to 7 ratio, right? So in the only thing that makes so clearly, hold on. What? This question is weird. Hold on. The bakery is stored for up to 100. The two equations related to these are if the bakery wants no batter left over. Volume of batter and frosting that they store. Well, this A would clearly have batter left over. And it's under 144. Oh, I get it. And then we also have to look at the 150 constraint. Now I understand. A would clearly have batter left over because it's beyond, it's like greater than an 8 to 7 ratio. B and C are beyond the 150 threshold. Weird questions. And then it's got to be D. And then clearly there's less batter being used than frosting. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. All right, cool. Yep, C exceeds 150, exceeds 150. Like, that just doesn't seem like something that would be on an actual SAT. I mean, I hate to say it, but it just seems, it's just weird. I just feel like it's not a really tightly written question. Anyways, all right, that's it for the live stream from this week. Let me just jump on and see if we got any question. Hey, what's up, guys? It'd be great, some tips for the December SAT, specifically for the reading section. All right, cool. All right, both of you guys want reading tips. All right. Well, here's the deal. I don't know if you guys saw that I took an actual SAT in October, and I do pretty well on the reading section. I got an overall on the reading and writing total, I got a 750, which was pretty good. But what I would say is, I mean, it's such a complicated, it's a skill that takes a long time to build up. Now, I think really at the end of the day, I'm not a fan of shortcut strategies. For example, let's say some places will tell you to highlight specific things, or don't read the passage, go straight to the questions, and come back and pick, kind of really try and search for this pertinent information in a strategic way. I'm not really a fan of any of that, because I think individual reading styles are that. They're very individual, and you have a particular method for reading that you've used over and over for your entire life. My overall advice, therefore, is to really get comfortable with the way that you read best and do that ad nauseum, meaning practice like crazy. Go as hard as you can with as much material as possible. Now, I know this website provides great resources. Just go through anything and everything you can, whether it's Princeton Review, Kaplan. Start with Khan Academy. It has the best resources, and then work your way down. College Board stuff is obviously as well, sort of part and parcel with the Khan Academy stuff. But really, that's it. Read carefully. Go back to the passage. Check your answers. I mean, once you can get into a nice fluid motion, all the information is there. And that's really all I did. All I do is I just read as carefully and as clearly as possible. I hope that helps. In terms of books or resources, start here. Start with Khan Academy. It's all free. 8 amazing practice tests, tons of other reading passages, great grammar, practice worksheets. So I would knock all that stuff out for sure. And that's it. Practice, practice, practice. How's the math going, guys? I hope the math is going well for you, and I hope that my channel has been of help there. But that's kind of where I would take it. Another great channel that has really good verbal tips is, of course, Super Tutor TV. She's got really good stuff, so I would check her tips for the reading section. She's much more of a verbal expert than I am. I really stick to being a master of the math section. All right, guys, hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.